Hey guys! So today I'm going to be doing a video that I've been wanting to do for so long now, and I'm finally getting around to doing it, and it is my beauty school vlog, and this is the first vlog that I'm doing in this series of vlogs. So as you guys know, I'm in college right now, and I'm in the esthetician program, which is a beauty related program. I really wanted to start doing these vlogs because this is a beauty channel, and I don't know, maybe you guys are interested in going into this field one day as well. I kind of just wanted to talk about my experiences in my program just so you guys can kind of get an idea of what I'm doing and what you could possibly be doing if you go into this program as well. I made a whole list of things that I wanted to talk about, so this first vlog might be a little long because there's so many things I need to talk about, but hopefully the other ones won't be as boring, I guess. I don't know. I could honestly talk about my program for forever. I think it's so awesome and so fun. I think I'm gonna do these vlogs at the end of every month, so it'll kind of be like the first half of the vlog will be me updating you guys on what I've learned and stuff, and then the other half will be answering your questions. So if you guys have any questions that you want me to answer in my next vlog that I'll be putting up near the end of October, just let me know in the comments right now. You can ask anything, it doesn't really matter. Totally random, I don't care, I'll answer it. Alright, so I'm just going to start off by kind of just talking about the program a little bit. So the program that I'm in is the esthetician program. So that is basically someone that does the manicures, pedicures, facials, waxing, massaging, a whole bunch of different stuff like that. So they can work in their own salon, they can work with hairstylists, they can work on a cruise ship, they can really work anywhere. So the program that I'm in at my college is a 10-month program, so I started in September and I'm going to go all the way through until the end of June, and then I'm going to graduate. So that's really awesome. It's really nice and short, and basically the program is supposed to be 2 years long. It's just condensed into 10 months, so it's really fast-paced, really go, go, go. So the prerequisites that you need to be able to apply and then get into this program is just two things. So the first thing is you just need your high school diploma, and then the second thing is your grade 12 English, because I looked at 3 different colleges for this program and they basically all just needed your high school diploma and your English credit for grade 12. But I would definitely recommend getting your science credits. I took science every year in high school, and then I took chemistry and biology because I wanted to become a nurse, and that's what I thought I was going to go to college to do. And let me just tell you, I hate science. I suck at it big time. So that whole 4 years of going through all the science programs and stuff really sucked. It was just really stressful and awful. So I was in grade 12, kind of halfway through the semester in chemistry, and I realized that I didn't want to become a nurse anymore, and I just wanted to go to school to become an esthetician because it's what I like to do, and it's definitely something I'm very interested in. So I figured that I wasted my time taking all the science courses and stuff. So I was kind of upset about it, but I definitely am so grateful that I ended up taking all those science courses because it's definitely helping me now for the esthetician program. There is a lot of sciences involved because of all the skincare that you do. You really need to know the skin diseases and stuff, and it's just a lot of science. Yeah. That was kind of my main tip that I wanted to tell you guys, just to go in all the science courses if you wanted to go into this program. It's just really important. Alright, so now I'm just going to really quickly go through the uniform and the rules for the uniform, because I got a lot of questions about it when I mentioned it in my dorm room tour video. It's definitely expected to wear a uniform, especially in this program, because you want to look very professional and put together and stuff. So that's kind of what's expected, and they want to teach you how to be professional really early on, and that's why they're kind of strict with the uniform thing. And of course the uniform is going to be different wherever you go, whether it's different college programs or where you work after you graduate, or if you own your own salon. The uniform is going to vary and be very different, but for my uniform, it is basically all black. You have to wear a black shirt. It doesn't really matter what kind of shirt, it just has to be black. For the pants, you just wear black dress pants. You're not allowed to wear jeggings, jeans, or leggings, or you can wear a black maxi skirt or maxi dress as long as it goes to your feet. Then there's the white lab coat, which came in our kit that we purchased. So it's just a basic white lab coat. There's nothing really special to it, but that's what we wear. For the shoes, which is definitely my least favorite part of the uniform, are Crocs, black Crocs. And you basically have to wear them because you're going to have a lot of stress on your feet and your back, especially for this program. So they want to make sure your feet are taken care of and you're wearing something comfortable. For your hair, if you have long hair, you have to pull it back and out of your face, so I just keep mine in a simple ponytail every day, and I really like the way it looks with my curly hair. I think it's kind of cute. We also have a white headband that we have to wear, and this one came in our kit as well. It's just a white Lululemon headband. Nails, we're not allowed to have any nail polish on. I guess the feet don't really matter because you can't really see your toes. But for your fingernails, you definitely want to keep it clean with no polish because if it chips, it's going to look really unprofessional. And as far as jewelry goes, the only thing we're allowed to wear are earrings, and they have to be about the size of a quarter or smaller. We're not allowed to wear rings, bracelets, or necklaces because it can get in the way of a service, especially if you're doing a massage. The rings or bracelets are going to feel really awkward and not comfortable. So that is basically the uniform. It is kind of strict, I guess. We do get marked on our uniform as well. So we basically wear the uniform 4 days out of the 5 in a week. On Thursdays, I have all theory classes, so I don't have to wear my uniform. So we have 2 different kinds of classes. We have theory classes, which is the lectures and note-taking and stuff, and then we have our practical, which is where we actually go into the lab and we do our services. We do the manicure, we do the pedicure, we do the facial kind of stuff. So whenever we have a practical quiz, we have to wear a uniform and then we get marked on it. So far for practical quizzes, we've had red nail polish application on the fingers in manicure class, and then red application on our toes for pedicure class, and we've also had the removal of the eye and lip makeup in our skincare class. So in those 3 quizzes, you definitely had to wear a full uniform to get full marks. Whenever I had the red nail polish application for the fingers, I didn't have my headband because I left it at home on the weekend when I went home to do laundry. So I got Dr. Mark for not having my headband on, so it is kind of strict, but you can kind of like understand because you're supposed to be professional and you're supposed to be put together. Alright, so the next thing that I wanted to mention is classes and teachers. And for our classes, we have about 33 hours of in-class time during the week, so it is a lot of hours. My boyfriend Taylor has about 16 hours of in-class time, his friend has 16 hours, my friend has less than 20 hours, so it's a really big difference when it comes to the esthetician program. So it is 33 hours plus whatever homework and studying and stuff we have to do, and we do have a lot of quizzes because this program is so intense and so fast-paced. Normally I think we have about 4 or 5 quizzes in a week. This week we only had 2, which was really lucky. So there is definitely a lot of studying that takes place, so it's definitely a lot of hard work in this program. Alright, so I'm just going to really quickly mention the classes that I have for first semester, and first semester is going to be the most intense because on October 21st is when our school salon opens, which is where we work on actual clients, which is so scary. So yeah, we have our own little salon in the school, real people to come in as clients, and then we perform the services that we learned on them, so it kind of gives us more practice and definitely a lot more experience. So in this program we get partnered up with someone, and that's kind of who we practice on for everything, and we switch partners a lot because you want to practice on different skin types and skin conditions and stuff. So I'll kind of explain more later as I get into the classes. I'm on my laptop right now because that's where like the list of all my classes are. So the first class that is listed here is Communications and Customer Relationships. So I have that class once a week for 3 hours, and that's kind of like self-explanatory. You're in a field where you have to deal with people every day, so it's really important to get like good customer relations, I guess. I don't even know how to explain it, but you have to be able to communicate with people properly. We have been put into groups, and then we do little skits of certain really bad situations, and we kind of have to figure out how we would deal with it, and then the teacher would explain what we would actually do in that situation. The next class is Introductions to Computers for Service Professionals, and that's just a basic computer class. We have that once a week for 2 hours, I think, and that's on Thursdays, and Thursdays are the really long days for us. It is a 9-hour day, so we go from 8:30 to 5:30. So computers is our last class of the day, so by the time we get to that point, we're all so grumpy and just really tired. You just kind of learn the basics of Excel and Microsoft, how to bold a word, how to change the font and stuff, so it's really, really basic, but you kind of have to go there because you are marked on attendance, so if you don't show up, you don't get marks for it. The next one is Nail Care Theory, so we just have that once a week for 1 hour, and that's just where we learn the nail conditions, nail diseases. And then we have Anatomy and Physiology, and that's where all your sciences come in. So we've learned a lot in that class so far. I feel like we've talked about skin types and diseases, we've talked about just the body in general. And taking biology in high school has definitely helped me a lot, especially for that class, because now I'm not as confused as I'd probably be without that those high school classes. The next one is Nail Care Techniques. So I think I have that 2 times a week for 2 hours each. So one class is manicure, then one class is pedicure. So we've basically just learned the steps on how to do a manicure and pedicure. We've learned the hand massage, and I have a quiz on that next week. And we've learned the foot massage, and then we have hair removal. I actually have that class 2 times a week, but on Fridays is the practical where we actually wax each other, and then I have once a week where it's theory, where we just learn about hair growth. So basically in this program you are not allowed to shave or wax yourself at all because you need to be able to have hair on your body for your partner to wax you. And that is totally like TMI, like we are so hairy at this point, it's unbelievable. So far for this class we've waxed lower leg, and then the next week we waxed upper leg. Then we did eyebrows, which I was really surprised that we did eyebrows on the 3rd week because I was like scared to have my eyebrow completely taken off, but as you can tell they're still intact and they're still there. And then last week we did the face, so we did upper lip, we did sideburns right here, and then we did the chin. And then today, which is Friday, we did underarms, so my armpits are kind of like numb right now. But yeah, so we do wax each other. That's how we get our practice, and that's how we actually learn how to do the services. Next week we actually have our midterm exam, which is our lower leg, so that's kind of scary. I'm kind of nervous for that. And then also we have to do full arms. I don't know when we do that though. And then we also learn how to do bikini and Brazilian. So yeah, that's kind of like awkward. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. Everyone's nervous for the Brazilian because you have to get it done. Something my teacher said at the beginning of the program was that she believes that the esthetician should have had experienced a service at least once of what she's like doing to her client. So yeah, we all have to do the Brazilian, which is kind of scary. The next class I have is skincare 1, which is facial treatments. I have skincare 2, I think in 2nd semester, and then skincare 3 in 3rd semester. So right now we're just learning the mini facial, which is the 30-minute facial, which is so awesome. And again, we practice on each other. So I have that class 3 times a week for 2 hours each, I think. So one day I'll get a facial, the next day my partner will get a facial, and then, you know, we kind of like go back and forth, so it's really awesome. So some days I just don't do anything in that class, I kind of just sit there and get practiced on, and then, you know, the next time I'll practice on my partner, so it's really awesome. So yeah, it's not all hard work in this program, it's definitely a lot of play as well. And I think this is definitely my favorite class that I have. I really like doing facials, I think it's really fun. Alright, so the next class is Advanced Technologies in Medical Aesthetics, and that's where we just learn all the really expensive big machines. So far we've learned microdermabrasion, Lumicell Wave 6, iPulse, SRS. I haven't actually like worked on them yet. I've seen my teacher demonstrate how to use it and just learned about it and stuff. But I think next week is when I'll actually get to use the machines myself, so I'm kind of excited. The next class is another computer class, and I don't think I have this class anymore. I think we finished it last week, but this one is just to learn the computer program for the spa, kind of like when you're booking clients and stuff like that. The next class is Body Image and Self-Esteem, which I think is a really important class to have, especially in this program, and especially when you're in the beauty industry, because it's really important to like feel good about yourself and feel confident. But it is a really hard class to go to. It's kind of really intense. The last class I had this week I cried in, which is so awful and just it sucks. So one of the assignments that we had to do in this class, this was one of the first assignments that we did, was we just had to draw a picture of ourselves and list 5 positive things about ourselves and then 1 negative thing, and then present it to the class. And in our theory classes, it's a class of about 40 or 50 people. In practical, we're split in half, so it's about 20 people-ish. But yeah, we had to present it in front of like 40 or 50 people, which was kind of nerve-wracking, and it's difficult to go to that class because there is a lot of like emotional stuff that goes on in that class, but I think it's really going to help in the long run. And the last thing isn't really a class, but it's a work placement, and we don't have that yet. We have that the first week of December, where we have like a co-op where we have to work for a week in a salon. There's another work placement period, I think in April at some point, I think the beginning of April. So we're allowed to like go wherever we want. We can go back home, we can stay here. It doesn't really matter as long as we get a job somewhere, and that's just for more experience. And they kind of want you to go to like a bigger place so that if they like you, maybe you can get a job there, maybe they'll hire you. And also if you work there, you might find some clients that end up really liking you, and they might follow you to wherever you end up working. So as far as the teachers go, I think I have 5 different teachers. I'm not really sure because I have one teacher like multiple times, and then some I only have once a week, so it's kind of hard to tell. But I really like my teachers so far. They're all really awesome, and it's really cool because they all are like business people. My women teachers are all estheticians. My one guy teacher who teaches the anatomy class, he is a massage therapist, so it's really cool. And I'm pretty sure all of them have either had or have their own business at some point, which is really cool. So you're also gaining more knowledge from them and all their tips and tricks. Alright, so I think that's all I wanted to like talk about in this video. I hope it wasn't too long and boring and stuff. Make sure to leave any comments that you have in the comments below so that I can answer answer them in my October beauty school vlog, which I'm really excited about. So I'll just update you guys on what I learned in October, which it's already like halfway through October, but we can just forget about that. I hope you guys have an awesome day. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye guys!